Hey YouTube, this is Two-Way Enthusiast here with a knife review. This odd looking little knife is the Gerber Remix. It's been around for a few years. I saw it on Amazon. I was kind of curious about it, so I finally broke down and bought one. They make a few different kinds. They have one that's a tactical knife, for all of us who are running through the jungles, fighting terrorists and stuff. And then they have one with a fine edge, one with a serrated blade, and there might be a couple of other ones to look at. This particular one has aluminum handles and a 2.9-inch blade. And as you can tell, the big thing on this is this big circular area right here. Okay, now this basically opens up. It doesn't have assisted opening or anything like that. Basically opens up with a thumb stud, just kind of like a your typical knife. And it says that it has one-handed opening, which is 100% true. It does in fact have one-handed opening. What they don't tell you is it's not the most effortless one-handed open. I mean, I don't want you to think it's difficult by any means. It's just that if you have 10 knives on a counter, this one probably wouldn't be one of the 3 or 4 quickest to open. I've used it quite a bit. I've also opened and closed it a whole bunch of times when I got it to try and work it out, make it a little bit more manageable, and it did break in a little bit more. Like I said, if you get past this whole circle part of it, which they say is used to enhance the grip, and I could definitely see how that would be if you're trying to put some pressure on something. You got some texturing right there. Focus, camera, focus. But you have some texturing right there on the knife, so it kind of helps you get a little bit of a grip, so your finger doesn't slide off. And as you could tell, you could put your index finger in there. Probably not too deep in there. It doesn't go really past much past my knuckle, I should say. Blade was nice and sharp out of the box. I haven't used it enough where I'd feel comfortable telling you that it would hold the blade for a long time. Like I said, I've used it daily, but not really very, very frequently, and in a lot of jobs where I'd feel comfortable saying, yeah, this blade is just like the best I've ever seen. That's not the case. Plus, for a $28 knife, you're probably not going to get that anyway. Like I said, the blade's 2.9 inches, about 7.5 inches long, 4.5 inches long when folded. It has a liner lock. It's also a little textured in there, just kind of like a regular folder that you'd see. Now, the only thing that kind of bugs me is you can see at this point, it almost has like a little hitch, because unlike some that would have like a little hinge where it turns, this kind of goes around the circle. So when it hits this point, it's almost like there's like a little hitch in it where you have to kind of give it a little bit of an extra push. Again, it's not hard by any means. It's just one of those things that you kind of notice. It's just a little odd thing I thought I'd bring up to you. Anyway. One of the things I don't particularly care for, besides it not having assisted opening, but I knew that going in, the pocket clip. You could see that the pocket clip is about maybe a quarter of an inch from the tip. I tend to like the pocket clips that go right to the top, so it kind of hides in your pocket and it doesn't protrude at all. Again, it's not a huge deal, but just one of the things I usually like to see, especially on a belt buckle. Another thing is, as you can see, the clip kind of just gradually goes downward, and it doesn't have like any like flat piece like right in here that would kind of grab onto your belt. Just kind of a gradual thing, and I found that kind of aids it in coming a little loose. Like I said, it's kind of minor things. I mean, that's really the big issue with this that I don't really care for, is the belt clip. But I mean, overall, it's a pretty good knife, and for the money, it's a very good price. And as far as being light and durable, like I said, I haven't used it a whole ton where I would tell you absolutely this is a super, super durable knife, but it appears that it could be. And like I said, as far as weight, it is very, very light. So, you know, like I said, $28, it's not bad. It's not the best $28 knife, but like I said, for the money, I wasn't disappointed with it. Okay, so again, this is the Gerber Remix. Picked it up on Amazon, $28. Okay, so don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and have a good one.